Thank you guys for tuning in to my YouTube channel. All right, before we get into it, just want you guys going to hit that subscribe button. Just go ahead and murder that subscribe button. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, I want to talk to you guys about my top 3 teams. What team can use a player like Eric Gordon? Here are my top 3 teams that I feel like can definitely use a player like Eric Gordon. Number 1, and this is my number 1 team, the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers, they definitely need a lot of help as far as a guy that can consistently shoot the 3, play hard on defense. Eric Gordon is that guy. He's a 3-and-D guy. I ain't saying he's a lockdown defender, but he definitely plays hard on both ends of the floor, and he's a floor spacer. He's a guy that's great in catch and shooting in situations, and in most times, he's an underrated ball handler. He can definitely put the ball on the floor and create his own shot. Not saying he's one of the elite shot creators, but he definitely can put the ball on the floor. His game kind of resembles a player like Seth Curry that plays on the Brooklyn Nets. A guy that's underrated. He can put the ball on the floor. He can space the floor by catch and shooting, which is exactly what the Lakers need. They need a player that can play off the ball, catch and shoot, and guard the opposing team's superstar wing defenders. He's definitely a guy that's gonna hold his own weight on the offense and defensive end of in the NBA game. The Lakers definitely need a player like him. Eric Gordon hasn't really got any notoriety since James Harden was on the Houston. A lot of players don't even look at Eric Gordon as if you don't really watch the NBA like that, you would think a player like Eric Gordon is pretty much out of the league because of the fact that he's still playing on the Houston Rockets and they're not getting any type of notoriety. So the Lakers can definitely need a player like him. Coming in number 2 on the list is Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets can definitely use a player like Eric Gordon for the simple fact that he can actually go to the Denver Nuggets and actually start. I would like to see him starting at the 2 guard with the Denver Nuggets alongside with Jamal Murray. Definitely can help space the floor. Can you imagine Jokic posting up high post, drawing a double and triple teams in certain cases, and kicking it out to a player like Eric Gordon? He's definitely a knockdown shooter. He's gonna play hard all the time when he's on the floor, so you don't have to worry about him. And he can knock down free throws. I mean, like, he's just a good all-around, underrated, solid role player. So Denver Nuggets can definitely use a player like an Eric Gordon. Another team, my last team, is the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, I think, since Chris Middleton's been out for a while, I feel like, and Giannis been out lately too, they don't have a solid 2 guard. They got Jrue Holiday at the point, but they really don't have a solid 2 guard. And this only helps, Eric Gordon only helps Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and especially Giannis when he's playing. He creates a lot of floor spacing for Giannis to get to the paint easy. So when teams try to load up on Giannis, he has a player that he can either kick it out to Jrue Holiday, Brook Lopez when he stretches the floor, or Eric Gordon, or even Jrue Holiday. So it's like you have to pick your poisons at this point. It'd be harder for them to build a wall around Giannis in the playoffs when you have a player like an Eric Gordon that can space the floor, and he can help Jrue Holiday share the load of taking on them tough assignments when it's playoff time. At the end of the day, like I said, my number 1 team is the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers should go after him via trade deadline and try to get and push Eric Gordon to be the player that can actually get them into the playoffs and get them some type of stability on a 3 ball night in and night out. Eric Gordon can easily give you he can easily give you 15 to 20 points on any given night, even at this stage of his career. Obviously, and he brings energy on the court. He's a good locker room veteran guy. Just look what he got going on in Houston. Jalen Green and them is actually developing quite nicely. Their record don't show it because a lot of the bottom teams, they're trying to tank for this for the NBA draft to get the number one spot. And we all know who they want, that Victor guy. But at the end of the day, here are my top 3 teams that can use a player like Eric Gordon. The number 1 is the Lakers, number 2 is the Denver Nuggets, and the third one is the Milwaukee Bucks. At the end of the day, it's a lot of teams out there that can actually use a player like Eric Gordon, but to me, these are the 3 best options in my opinion. At the end of the day, let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm out.